if I tell you that the couple you're looking at are not actually a couple? They are mother and son. Monica and Peterson. Are they truly in love? Well, is it some kind of relationship between a mother and a son? Well, by the end of this video, we will get to find out. Monica gave up her son for adoption shortly after birth because she was just 16 at the time and she couldn't take care of the child. After 18 years, they reunited after getting in touch on Facebook. They moved in together, and it was after this moving in that things started happening between these two.
What happened was we were hanging out and, you know, just talking, you know, just laughing, and I looked at her and she looked at me and I kissed her. It was a real kiss. It had feelings behind it. It had a spark in that. Ever since then, it just, you know, it just stayed.
It even got to a point that the neighbor had to report them to the nearest police station because that was crazy and insane. How can a mother be dating her son? Like, is that even possible?
At first, I told Carlos that I'm sorry, I don't know how you react to this. I'm your mom and you're my son, and I am falling in love with him. He said, "Are you really?" I said, "Yes, I am." He said, "You know what? I was scared to let you know too. I am too."
Honestly, I really didn't think we would. We were both consenting adults. If it comes down to it, you know, it's just like the gays. They're you know, as long as they're over 18, everything's fine. You know what I mean? So I thought, you know, I'm 18, she's 8, you know, well, I'm 19. I actually came down when I was 19. But you know, she's an adult, I'm an adult, I can make my own decisions. I never thought it would blow up into something like this.
He was too falling in love with me, with his mom, and I was falling in love with my son. And then we ended up talking, and we took off to the park, and we ended up asked him, "Will you ever date your mom?" And he said, "Will you date your son?" I said, "Honest truth, yes, I would. Because 19 years, you're the best thing that ever happened to me, and I really want to be with you the rest of my life."
Honestly, if it wasn't that strong, we wouldn't be together right now. We are together, but we're not. We can't really see each other, but in my heart, I know that we're still together.
We tried to keep it a secret, but we couldn't do it no more because, you know, my other kids found out. At first, they didn't like it. Then they started liking it. They're accepting it. And my mom, my dad, my brothers, my family's accepting it now. This girl found out. So it's across the street from me, and there's a big old fight started, and she called me. She called my son Joseph something and let me know across the street, and she told me I better watch my back because I'm being incest. I'm not being incest. And she was outside cussing me out, so I went and go get everybody out of my house, and she got her family. We got stabbed, beaten up, jumped. Ambulance showed up. It was me, Carlos, and the kid's uncle got stabbed because the incest, because she made a big deal out of all of this. So we went to the hospital, we got stitches, came back home, and on that side, her family didn't get arrested at all. So I don't know why nobody didn't get arrested at the time. So we came back home, took a shower. The cops took, first the cops at the hospital, the cops took pictures of where we got cut, sliced. And after that, we came home, took a shower and stuff. Then we sat back, and when I broke down crying, I told Carlos, what we're going to do is going to hit all over the world. I said, there ain't no way I can leave you. And he said, don't worry, I'm going to still be with you, no matter through thick and thin. And that's what we're going through right now, through the thick. And I'm going to still be with him. I have to. I'm going to have to, because there ain't no, if I get out of prison, and if he don't get sentenced, if I get in prison, if I get out, I will move out of Clovis, and I will get a state that will accept us in it. I've been going through a lot on the streets, in the public, and it's kind of hard because it's public record here in Clovis. They can find out where I live and stuff, and this is going through a lot. And I really can't go to the store, I can't go public, I can't see my other kids, I can't see him. They call me, I'm sick, I'm incest. And it hurts a lot. And you know what I mean? It messes with my mind a lot. The other moms don't understand. They're not going through what I'm going through. It'd be different if they were. I have, like I said, I didn't raise them for 19 years. It feels like a new person, and my love like came back like in my life. I've been waiting for all these years. It feels like he's my man, and he does, you know what I mean? Sometimes I call him Hinojito, as that means son in English. And he sometimes, once in a while, he calls me mom. You know what I mean? It don't get to him or get to me. Actually, I feel like more than his lover, because it got so deep. And it feels kind of, at first kind of felt weird, but now it don't feel weird at all to me because I love him so much. And
I still love with all my heart. If I had the opportunity to leave all this behind during the courts and move back to Utah, but I stayed. I had every chance I had, after 19 years, all the questions, everything got to me, and I had a plane ticket and I was about to leave, but I couldn't. Every single time I thought about it, I kept on thinking about her and I couldn't leave. I couldn't. Sometimes we have to make that life decision that's going to change and affect everything, but when it comes to it, it's worth it. Some people say it's disgusting, it's gross, she's your mom, that's your son, you should be doing that. It doesn't hurt me, it doesn't affect me at all, because if they were in my situation, or if they were to find out that somebody they loved were actually related to them, then they'd be saying the exact opposite. They don't know the situation. The way the courts put it out, the way the newspapers put it out was, the second I turned 18, that's when she did it. That's when we did it. No, it was totally when I was 19 and I moved down here. You don't plan stuff like this. It happens. I can't plan who I fall in love with. I can't. I can tell a girl on the street, I'm gonna fall in love with you. It won't happen, because it's not. It might happen, but you can't plan on love. It just happens. For me, it's not even about patience. It's about commitment. If I'm committed to something, I finish it through. I mean, that's the type of person I am. I've always finished everything I started, and when it comes down to it, if I love her that much, and I'm crazy enough to stay in Clovis for it, I'm crazy enough to face all the courts for it, then waiting a little bit of time to have the rest of my life be happy, then I'm willing to do that. Honestly, I see us living inside a mobile home, renting out our houses, and living life. True love can do anything. It's about this whole entire case is about whether I have the right to love somebody. I sure as hell have the right to love Monica. You can't tell me who to love, who not to love. It's just people are butting in the wrong issue. She's never had anybody give her a rose, and she's never got really anything from me because I haven't really been able to. Because I'm trying to get a job, but it's hard now because of the courts. Nobody wants to hire me, and if I could, I'd give her everything she wants. But if I can give her this rose and it'll grow and she'll always remember me by it, then that's what'll happen. It wasn't fair. I feel at peace when I'm with her. When I'm with her, I'm happy. When I'm away from her, I'm all depressed. To me, it's worth, if it's worth, going through all this, it's worth staying. Even if sometimes the easy way isn't the best way out.
I really want to be with them. It's kind of hard right now, but I don't care what people say, because we're going through a lot right now.
I hope we got the answers to our questions. May the story of Monica and Peterson remind us that it is such an abominable act for someone to be in love with a close relationship, not to talk of a mother or a father. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you in my next one.